Hello? Hello? Alright, so I think it should be better now. I turned it down to 1280x720. We'll see. Okay. Because I've had streams like that where I just let issues pile up, and by the end of the stream, the whole thing was just worthless. So I really want to nip any potential tech issues in the bud. You be running my setup? Oh yeah, what's your setup, huh? Let me just take a look at YouTube. Yeah, that looks about right. Ever did anything crazy because you were bored? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I think the typical, like, if I'm genuinely bored and there's nothing to do, I do start talking to myself with an alarming speed. Like, I'll start just saying things out loud. After that, I typically, when there's no one in the house, and like I'm losing it, I'll typically like create the most insane food item you've ever heard and then eat it. Like, I'll just look in the fridge and be like, I can put this together. Yeah, it's all coming together now. And just make it. A simple HP laptop, 8 gigs of RAM, 2 gigabyte of Radeon Vega 8 graphics. Well, with my stuff, right, you would think that's what I'm running. Nope. This baby has 32 gigs of high quality RAM, terabyte SSD, like a 3070, yeah, Ryzen 5009 series, all that. And I cannot run Elden Ring at good graphics alongside streaming. You know what? I would say this is good though. This is good enough. Let me just put my stats up there. We need to be able to tank some hits in order to actually get anywhere. I'm back. Hello there, Silverwind. Good to see you. I'm glad that we're having people like actually able to come back, because I know that might be like just clicking on another stream may be too hard for some folks. Nuffly, destroyer of toilets. Get your stank at. I don't blow up toilets. I'm a racehorse pisser, but I do not destroy the toilet. I know, like, you know, there are people who do in this house. And the disgusting thing about it is that I'm often left to clean up their mess. Standing there with the plunger going. For 5 years. Plungers are crazy, huh? You ever think about that? Like how a toilet would just be like clogged, and then you'll put just like a weird suction cup on a stick and then go at it, and all of a sudden even the mightiest of dumps will fall down the drain. It's honestly impressive that society has gotten to this point. Maybe I want to go back to the round table just to see if I can upgrade these Uchis at all. Going into Liurnia, we're gonna need some heavier weaponry. Oh yeah, you just teleport at all now. Okay, there we go. Not always, I know from experience. Brother, I feel your pain. Just let it all out. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes, no matter how many times you go boom, boom, boom for 30 minutes, sometimes the toilet never unclogs. And when that happens, it's a true travesty in the making. You're a new face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. Turns out you need to pay the guy, which is, you know, a little presumptuous there, Hugh. Either way. Back already. Alright, so we got a +1. Not exactly the upgrade I was looking for. However, it's better than nothing. What do I want to do now? I could go into Liurnia and just have a bad time. Or I could go into Caelid and have a similarly bad time. So many options in this game. Can you guys think of any spirit ashes that might be good in this run? Is there any guy who's just like got a flamethrower? You know, maybe I could use them. You know, anybody thematically appropriate for a ministry army? Any spirit ashes like that? Incredible. I can't believe I didn't get knocked off the horse, actually. Typically, if I look at an enemy while I'm on the horse, they're just like, no, 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 and you get knocked off. That is true. Oleg does have twin greatswords. That's true, but you're gonna have to give me 3 more pieces of evidence before I use Knight Oleg. I know, the more pressing matter to get Oleg is just that I don't have any damn imp keys. Because I started the game with a health increaser instead of the actually important one that I choose every time. Here I am, at you like a hurricane. That's what Oleg says. Oh my god! I actually found her. You know I've played this game like 7 times and I've never found this one? And yet everyone on the internet has. I've never seen her here. And I've never found her and Prawn Guy in the same playthrough. It's crazy. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? Yeah, because we're not in a volcano. Is the game kind of quiet to anybody else? If it's quiet to me, it must be absolutely inaudible to you guys. But yeah, I definitely see what you mean with the The Oleg thing. Shrimp Bro is literally down the road. I refuse. No, he isn't. I refuse. No way this man is just down the road. Like that classic video. Boss weapons. Oh yeah, where can we find you? Down the road. Just down the road. And then the bum cheeks. Happy Souls is probably my favorite video ever created. Not gonna lie. Boss weapons. Game is kind of quiet. Yeah, Sekiro just is loud, so I turn that way down. I can turn Elden Ring up though. Let me see if this is any better. Of course, I actually have to do combat for you guys to figure this out, but there's a demi-human chieftain in here? How do I still, like, not... I guess my first playthrough, I missed, like, 99% of the stuff in this game. I really feel like I explored my first playthrough, and yet I missed 80% of the game's content, I feel. Despite the fact I looked everywhere. Hello there, Octopi. Just down the road. Where is he, though? Where does just down the road mean? I was watching Happy Souls before the notification came up. It's such a good video, isn't it? I really wish that Elden Ring had better co-op mechanics. Because I feel like this is the game where you should have been able to have like a proper Happy Souls experience. But no. Not only can you not use horses, we'll make them enclosed in a small area, and when you beat the boss, you still cannot co-op. Okay, Miyazaki. Lower the player cap from 6 to 4, why don't you? Too late, he already did. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 co-op wasn't awful, but I'll be damned if Soul Memory didn't rear its ugly head more than I would like to admit. No way this is his house. Are you telling me that these two NPCs were this close the whole time? How have I never done this before? This is literally my first time ever meeting these two NPCs on the same playthrough. You trying to start something, mate? Give me the necklace. That necklace is what you're after. The voice is still a little quiet. Alright, let me see. We can at least turn up the voices, like, come on there. Down the road. This bloody swine. Decided to play ball, have you? Raya's necklace. 1 grand. It's not too much. Alright. Take it. Take it. No damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later. Okay, but do you have... Oh, piss off. You want some of me prawn? America's tits. Freshly cooked it is. Alright then. It's yours. If you can meet in price. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too. If you've got the runes. I don't see any crabs in there. Where are you selling? Oh no, I guess he's just got prawn. Oh. So you met the girl, did ya? Alright, well. Sold the particulars of the matter. She's stupid enough to get duped, is it? Wow. He's so mean. What the heck? Have you seen what he looks like below the helmet? How could you not see what he looks like below the helmet? When Zully the Witch is the most popular YouTuber ever created, I guess. He is hot. It's hard to deny. He really is just a attractive gentleman, one might say. It's hard to deny. However, maybe if he was so hot, he should have taken off his helmet. Maybe more players would have trusted him. I know one of my friends thinks he's dead drop gorgeous. And she killed him the first playthrough because she thought he was really mean.
The thug should be resting at ease.
The thug should be resting at...
Yes. Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly.
Your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya, in the service of Lady Tanith of
I
the
am
Volcano
Raya,
Manor.
in service of Lady Tanith of Volcano Manor. I seek it. Listen.
Please.
Invitation.
Brave tarnished.
Oh, you know what? So when I walked into Volcano Manor before and she was like, "You haven't been invited? Where'd you show up from?"
Under the outskirts
I could have actually been invited.
peering wistfully at the
Would you
tiny
look at
oak
that?
tree. But you are no ordinary.
But you are no
volcano.
ordinary tarnished. Anyway. Her in her snake form? He goes from America's tits. You must be hungry. To America calls me daddy. America calls me daddy. Hungrily. Based. Boil prawn. Is this his house, by the way? Like, why is he here and then why is he moving? To be fair, I wouldn't want to live here either. Thank you for the subscription, Reiki. Crikey. Always good to have another lad around the house. I know, my first playthrough, I didn't join the Volcano Manor immediately, because I was like, well, clearly, this is like a faction decision from Fallout 4. If I join this, then certain people will get angry with me. And it turned out it was nothing like that. There's no repercussions for joining the blood-soaked covenant full of blasphemous traitors. Meanwhile, if you even look at the Rosaria's fingers in Dark Souls 3, Cirrus gets angry at you and won't talk to you for the rest of the playthrough. Uh-huh. Sounds like double standards from software. Sees Raya. Little sister detected. Protection protocols engaged. View. Protect. Wow, I do no damage, huh? This is truly the Elden Ring experience. Doing real damage and then leaving Limgrave and then realizing you do not in fact do any damage. The scaling in this game is absolutely not up to snuff. Hello, mate. Not sure why Raya Lucaria gives me like Australian vibes. Maybe it's just because Blackguard sounds like a wild one. The accents in this game. Oh no. Oh. Yikes. That was a true combo if I ever seen one. You know, let me go to Steak America. Also, I do have to pee. It's like you guys should exchange actual bets. How long does it take this man to have to go to the bathroom again? 10 milliseconds or 10 minutes. That's the only two valuable guesses. Me, when I go to the bathroom and halfway through, I'm like, wait a second. There's no toilet paper here. Cue, like, Scooby-Doo-esque adventure trying to get toilet paper without going too far and getting your ass stank everywhere. Here I am, don't worry. Because I'm at ya like a hurricane. Here I am. Enough sound? How do you know that I didn't do that intentionally, huh? How do you know I didn't show up here today going, you know what? I hate Elden Ring. I'm never going to let the viewers hear it. Well, it turns out you do know, because I did not intend for this. Well done. Don't you get... Oh! Why? By the way, why would any soldier use a crossbow in an army where you're just loaded with magic rocks that home in? Golly jeepers, my bad, I should have known you intended to mute it. Well, partner, I'll excuse your intrusion this time, but next time, maybe you should stop and think. The people you kill, they're not, sorry, the beasts you kill, they're people. Turned into Jira at the end there. Shrimp Bro is as cockney as you can get. It's true. I love FromSoft's just complete, absolute non-caring for just putting accents in their game. They're like, you know what? Let's make this guy just sound like a man from the deep Ireland. You know what? Let's make this one the most posh Englishman you've ever heard. And it works so good. So how is the sound, by the way? I know that that it was a little quiet earlier. Is it better? I turned it up a fair bit, so it should be good now. Okay. By the way, seeing one of these flowers fire for the first time is genuinely one of the most scary moments of the game. Like, unironically. Why do I feel like I'm going the wrong way? Where is Smarag? Oh, he's over here, I think. Maybe. Yes, there he is. Okay. I was close. Semi-audible. Well, that's probably good. Maybe. It is okay. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Just in case I die, let me get this key anyway. Why is there cookery here? Something tells me this is not gonna work out for me. It always feels like a little bit of luck whenever you dodge a dragon's attack. I hit that? Something to every dragon fight in this game will be tough with this mod. Because there's no, like, all of my swings are pure horizontal. So hitting weak spots will just be impossible. And the running attack has, like, negative poise breaks, so it's not like I can even rely on that. Why did they do this for the fire, man? It's just so much worse than the way they did it in Dark Souls 3. By the way, this man's posture is totally 100% regen. There is no possible other way. Whoa! Are you telling me a charged R2 does 900 damage? But everything else does like... Oh, never mind. It did 204. greatest combo on the planet. So ever since I restarted the stream, has there been any problems? Because it seems to be broadcasting better. Frame rate is good? Nope. Nice. Okay. So yeah, like, you know, it is how it is. I'll just broadcast it at this until my situation improves. I don't think people are gonna be crying about it anyway. Whoa! Oh, it was bleed that one time, you know? I'm used to Dark Souls 3 where the dragons just don't get hit by status effects. But yeah, bleed, that makes sense why I did just 900 damage so casually that one time. Don't you step on me! I mean, you did it anyway, but I'd prefer it if you didn't. Do you have a childhood YouTuber? You mean like, you know, who did I grow up watching? Because I do. Before I even knew what YouTube was, I was still using it. But before I even knew what YouTube was, back when I thought YouTube was just the funny app with videos, I would watch Tobuscus's modded Minecraft. Now, from what I understand, him and everything about him has not aged very well. But that was still like my childhood. I loved those videos back in the day. Especially that, like, the modded playthrough of like building the Minecraft kingdom and all that. That was peak. I used to watch that when I was a wee little one with my sister. And I think that might have been what kickstarted this whole thing, you know? My dreams. Being a YouTuber, all of it. Just that fateful child of watching that kind of content. Because I used to be really into Minecraft, specifically Minecraft modding. I did ruin like 2 computers trying to mod Minecraft back when I was a kid, because I just didn't understand why those funky download buttons weren't working. You could say I downloaded some viruses. Some being a understatement. But you know, I was a kid. I wanted to play modded Minecraft, and I didn't know how to mod. I know, right? A modded Minecraft Let's Plays. Meanwhile, right now, I've grown into a modder who streams and makes videos. Childhood is so important to the foundation of how you grow up to be, huh? It really just does change you. They call it your formative years for a reason, after all. Excuse me, I would like to backstab this man while I'm behind him. Owned. I just turned around. I was like, wait a second. This looks awfully familiar. You know what? The spirit ash for these noble guys is pretty bad. But this noble in particular has gotten me killed more times than I can count. Just peppering me while I deal with these 3 chuckleheads. I'm pretty lucky that this modded moveset, like the first hit of this combo, is like the you bastard, the chain deals high poise damage. Because if it didn't, these night enemies would be like 16 times harder. You would have to actually care about their moveset. Where did you come from? Things have gotten a little more complicated. You're crazy. If you think I'm dying to you, pal. There should have been a mounted Ash of War. It should have been these guys. I am serious. That would have been crazy. But no, see, okay, my problem with Elden Ring is it was too afraid to be more like Dark Souls 2. It took some good parts of Dark Souls 2, but it was afraid to bring in the best parts of Dark Souls 2. And I think that made the game, on the whole, like, way worse. It took the most, like, mediocre parts of every game's gameplay and put it in without making its own, like, thing. Just make it more like Dark Souls 2, maybe. Then we would talk and... Yeah, you may have noticed that I grabbed the Liurnian key and just left. The reason for that is that's what I do every single playthrough. I just show up at the gate and then go to the other side because I don't want to do that whole area. Renala just isn't that fun for me. She's just so boring. Oh yeah, I have to go kill Makar now. Okay. I forget that that's how I get up here sometimes. Where is the ballista? It's in a chest in the Weeping Peninsula, right? At least I think so. Hold on one second, just gotta look at it. Bup, here we go. I don't know where it is, because I know the jar cannon is it's you get it from a demi-human queen, right? Unironically, the part of this game I've seen the least of. I've killed probably 1 demi-human queen over my entire time playing it. Like, oh my. I guess I just didn't go into the areas where they were. Because apparently people are like, man, I can't believe how many demi-human queens there are. Meanwhile, I never found one my whole first playthrough. I think I just didn't find them. Because I would always go, like, adjacent areas to them. And then I would never go in there. I would always be like, oh, well, I got somewhere else to go. Clearly, I don't have to look into this more.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble. Man. The crafting part of this game is so bad. It's just worthless. How do you have an open world game with a crafting component this terrible? By the way, someone earlier asked if I had ever played Far Cry. No, I have not played Far Cry. I've seen a lot of people play it though. It would probably be fun, don't get me wrong. But, nah, you know, I'm not too in love with it. I would probably be totally fine if I never played Far Cry in my entire life. Add charge. Add charge. Not enough golden seeds. It's one of my least favorite part of replaying this game. Because you really just have to go everywhere to find everything. And if you don't, you're severely underleveled. I am bored. Can I play co-op? I will not be playing co-op for this playthrough. Save for maybe Mimic Tier later. Oh, you know what would be a good interior ministry like flamethrower? I know this is probably not gonna happen / reasonable, but we could use the ogre flame shield, right? The fire giant shield. It's in Caelid. That might work. And I can also use the shield that does a big fireball that one asshole uses in the giant area. Might be something. You guys ever have like a cracky neck? Like you're just like rigid, like you've become stone. Ergo, you gotta crack it up a little bit, just to free your head a little bit. Can you help me with the leveling up later? Nope, I will not be doing that. I wish you the best though. Have you ever tried just equipping some AoE and then spending 15 years in the Mogwin Dynasty farming those poor guys who are being genocided? My friend did that and got like 200 levels over where I was, and then wondered why I was having more difficulty with the game than he was. Fancy that. I know, look at my this is my posture normally while I'm playing. It looks like I'm hunched over to the camera. And then this is like straight back posture. Look how much taller I get. Like, come on, man. You know, I've often said that it would just be so much easier if I could have like a metal board drilled into my spine. Now, before you know, saw himself in the audience, before you come at me like that, maybe you should just realize it would make things kind of easier. If you could take it off anyway, you wouldn't always want to be a straight-laced son of a gun. But it would just make times where like perfect posture would be helping out just easier, you know? I hate how comfortable this game is with making sound effects that are just absolutely abhorrent. The highest pitch humanly possible. I'll never forget the first time I walked up to those bats and was like, oh man, where'd the NPC go? Just a bunch of bats. And I did that like 3 times before I realized that the one singing was the bats. It's a pretty good one, I gotta give it to them. Who do you summon here? Tragoth and... Blackguard. Really? I never knew he was here. And I don't know why his name is just Blackguard instead of Blackguard Bogart. What is he the Blackguard of, by the way? You can't just call yourself a guard and then spend your day cooking. Like, what are you talking about? Alright, Makar. Face me. Alright, you know what? You're magma. Holy cow. This is going to take a while. Did you just bounce me off, man? Come on. I think it's really interesting. Yikes. I think it's really interesting how, I don't even know what I was gonna say. What the heck, Makar? Why are you doing me dirty like that? Why am I doing so little damage? Do I actually just straight up have to go farming? You know, bleed comes to save the day once again. That is perhaps working. Okay. See, that's something I have a gripe on Elden Ring for. They're too comfortable making things AoEs in this game. I am a firm believer that the visual of an attack should actually like be its hitbox. None of this, oh, the impact, the shock waves. I thought we left that kind of nonsense behind, like back in the Xbox 360 era. And yet here we are. It's so easy. You don't even have to make sure that the enemy hits the player. Now I am accepting of some AoEs, but I feel like in general they are typically pretty poorly implemented. I feel like this game, it just feels like the environments were masterfully designed. And then someone else came in to design the fights. Like someone outside of From Software. I don't know how you can possibly make Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, and then make this game. There are just so many lessons they perfected in the combat aren't present at all in this game. It's ridiculous. Like, how have you forgotten half of this stuff? It blows me away. I've gone the wrong direction again, but my point still stands. I will say, it has not failed on me that it's easier to upgrade special weapons than regular weapons in this game. Because they are rewarding you too much, even. You know what I mean? Because they're like, "Ooh, you did a good area. Here's a somber stone. That's crazy." But from software, you've already given me 17 of that somber stone. Meanwhile, I have 0 of the normal one. I feel like if you don't go into any mines in this game, you are genuinely incapable of upgrading a normal weapon reasonably. Because it's just too difficult otherwise. Difficult's not even a good word for it. It's just too... You know? You know, there's a lack of reasonable ways to do it. Just because there isn't a reasonable way to do something doesn't mean that you can't just... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You know, I am at Altus already, so maybe I should take a step back and slow down a bit. Because I am pretty much entirely being carried off of bleed right now. Yeah, Lanso sucks, by the way. No contest. I will never apologize for my opinions on the ancient dragon enemies. They just straight up suck. You know what? Let's take a more of a chill pill, alright? Let's just hang out in this area some more. I think we should... Well, okay, so we have 2 options, right? Head for the jar cannon up here, or go down to the Weeping Peninsula and do some of that. Gauchan said earlier that we should do a Crucible Guy. So you know what? Maybe we should do Crucible Guy. Maybe we should. Just a second here, taking a gander. There we go. There. Crucible Knights. I mean, they're pretty tough, okay? The main thing about Crucible Knights is that no matter what, you never have a real damage opportunity. The Spirit ones you do. But once the sword and shield ones reach 2nd phase, they can really just do that dragon tailspin whenever. So you're never safe. Which is not a terrible thing. But I just wish sometimes you could have an opening. Because it gets crazy. Because they can follow up that dragon tailspin with another dragon tailspin. You know what? I just realized something. The Everjail theme totally starts the same way as like a Dark Souls 3 song, right? Now, this is a Dark Souls 3 song. Absolutely. I got reminiscent of like Sister Freed's theme for a second there. I wish my first playthrough I had fought this guy first, but instead I first fought my Crucible Knight, or a Crucible Knight, in the gank in Redmane Fortress. So as you might expect, I got destroyed by that fight over and over and over again. Ooh, so that makes me bounce, but a lot of other things don't. Yikes! When lesser enemies block me, I don't bounce, but when these guys do, I bounce. You know, fighting a Crucible Knight with this moveset might actually be easier than fighting a lot of Crucible Knights in base game. I actually feel like it might be. Yikes. I wish I was failing as a bit, huh? It would make that so much less pathetic. But nope. Just straight up died 2 milliseconds before the fight ended. This is going to be that attempt where I realize that I'm not actually good at fighting Crucible Knights. And I just start eating it. I think one of the difficulties with fighting enemies like this is I always have an attempt where I poise break them. And then that's like the basis I go off of for every fight after that. So I'm constantly looking for that poise break. And it just never comes, so I get slapped. No way he reaches me, but it was close. This was not worth it. I almost feel like they can't die when they jump up and do the dive. What is the purpose of ever jails, though, for real? Who's jailing people? And second of all, why would you jail people for... That one hurts. Why would you jail people instead of just killing them if you're gonna jail them forever? Yikes. Okay, so I really don't have much of a damage opportunity in second phase. I'll have to pretty much entirely get behind them. It's not the worst, but it'll take some adjusting to. That armor is pure drip. It's good. What do you prefer, though? Let me put it like that. Crucible Knight Axe armor or Crucible Knight Tree armor? Because I prefer Axe, but I think Tree has its own aesthetic, you know? Most engaging gameplay. Just shield bash, uppercut, shield bash, uppercut. It's going marginally better this time. As long as you don't try and out-combo the combo king, which is Crucible Knights, you're gonna do pretty okay. Although you can't really outspace them either. Who is using these ever jails, by the way? Because I feel like it's just a lot harder to imprison someone like this than just straight up kill them. I had my thumb off the controller. I was like, wait a minute. Just 1 second. I feel like it can definitely just... Well, I was gonna say something disrespectful, but I guess if he slaps me, I won't have the time. Axe, bigger shoulder plates, and the helmet looks more realistic. Oh! What is that distance? I do see what you mean. There's something a little charming about the tree, though. Just growing out of the other one's head. By the way, I've played this game so many times. Still have never been to deep root depths. Not even once. Escape with the skin of my teeth on that one. Ouch. Aspects of the Crucible. Tail. I wonder why they have to do this with a loading screen. Could they not just lower the barrier? I don't know. I'm not a game developer. What to do? Maybe I should head into Mistwood, huh? Is there something down there I might want? Not really. Because my big issue right now is I can't really upgrade my katanas. Hang with Blide. You know what, maybe. Let's go hang with Blide. Because I keep just speeding through Elden Ring. Maybe it's time to take in the sights and the smells for a moment. I wish there was more going on in the world, I will say. I get the whole point is that nothing's going on. But sometimes I just wish something was going on. Like, is every city really is just... These people aren't, you know, friendly at all, and they will kill you, and nothing happens in the world state that changes their placements? Okay. Okay. Oh, they're giants? Keep pulling your pole? Am I going the right way? No. Don't you dismount me. This is to Weeping Peninsula. Clearly. And Blide is kind of on the way to Caelid-ish. There's a whole section of Limgrave that you don't see right away on the map. And it's this kind of, you know, misty section. You have no idea how many times while playing this game I just followed the cliffside looking for a single way down. I probably died of fall damage more than I died of anything else in Elden Ring. Because I wanted to explore the world so bad, but a lot of areas are just gated off until you walk the road there. Who is that standing on top of the thing? Is that Erd Tree's greatest protector? Is anybody there? who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the true order, and celebrated repudiator of the false. Remember when this guy had absolutely nothing going on? So everybody killed him because he had a seed on him? What do you mean tarnished? I am clearly a samurai from the land of reeds. I haven't died a single time. Wink. Oh, and to think he's the blood of Godfrey. He escaped from the capital wearing a woman's blouse. You know what? I think that something I enjoy about Elden Ring, to counteract the laundry list of things I have wrong with it, I like how people just talk about Godric as though he's not this 14-foot tall, 700-armed abomination. Because they don't see him as this scary threat. They see him as Godric, the guy who's gotten his ass kicked since he was born. And that's, you know, it's a good way to write your game, I think. Not enough golden seeds, that's fine. I'm not really, I think, because I'm not going to use any Ash of War that puts away one of my weapons. So I'll probably just use like the repeated thrusting Ash of War for now. Haven't gotten the whetstone yet though. I cannot believe that that crucial quality of life change is not something that you just get. You have to find it. Elden Ring has a lot of stuff like that. It will never cease to be funny that the regular bears are just as weak as any other enemy in the game. Well, any other livestock. They die in like a hit. This is where Blide is, isn't it? Yes. I forgot that his howling doesn't really sound like a wolf's howl. Excuse me? It sounds like a man going, oh. Least furry cosplayer. Where'd you go, Rune Bear? I don't want to walk straight into you now. Smithing Stone 2, in parentheses. 1. Nice, nice. Fort Height is on the way. You know, when I think about it, I still don't remember where to go for, just to get smithing stones. In every playthrough I've ever done, it's just so much easier to buy them after getting the miner's ball, or whatever it's called. I'm so glad they made that carry over to New Game Plus, by the way. Otherwise, it's just, you know, come on. Hooray! Hello there, Pumpkinhead. Okay, well, here we go. I think I don't know. Is there anyone who actually, like, naturally fully upgraded a regular weapon in this game? Every upgrade I have is always just a full somber stone weapon. Because it's just so much easier to find them. Can't believe they brought the rats over from Dark Souls 3 too. You poised through that, huh? Well, if Elden Ring has one thing, it's hyper armor. You did Gargoyle's Greatsword? Is that not a somber weapon? Maybe the regular one isn't. Because I know the travesty is the black gargoyle weapons are somber for sure. Wasn't this a pickle? Yeah, I forgot I don't have plunging attacks in this game, huh? I swung way too early. Blackblade is a somber one? Yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe Gargoyle's Blackblade Greatsword is the only Blackblade Kindred that actually has Destined Death on its weapon. The rest of them are just, hey, let's just have a normal weapon art. Seems like Pumpkinhead won't be in trouble anymore. Just kidding! Why'd you have to open your damn mouth? You know what? I think now that I've taken on the group of enemies, for some reason the Pumpkinhead is just... he's just stronger, okay? He's getting me. I'll never forget the Pumpkinhead on the bridge going to the Weeping Peninsula. You son of a gun. The one who starts out, you know, bashing his head. I just thought, oh, you know, I'll kill him. It's probably just gonna be easy. And then I'll get on my way. Nope. He just stun locked me once I was on my way. He stun locked me from full health on the horse. Douche. Douche. Oh, I fell off the horse. And then he got me again. I don't think I was ever so mad because I had to run the whole way back. And by run, I mean ride. It wasn't that bad, but it still got me. Ooh, I got the Pumpkinhead. Reduces damage from headshots and impacts. I leveled up the Lord's Sworn Greatsword and beat half the game with it, spamming Lion's Claw. I don't know why I'm burping all of a sudden. Yep, that's a good one. I think Lion's Claw is really good, but I do not like how the first kinda whoa doesn't do anything at all. Like literally nothing. And then you get to somersault them, which is fine. But before that, it does nothing? Like, you're still hitting them with the sword. I don't know. I guess with this game, I just have literally an unending amount of various gripes. Kaled, Liurnia, or up here. Altus. It's getting a bit hot in my room, so forgive me if I can't remember all the names for things. I don't really want to go to Kaled, but I also don't really want to go up there either. You know what I should do? I should go in that tunnel so I can upgrade my Uchigatana. Because if I don't, I'm going to go to the next 15 hours without finding Jack Scheisse. I do have 30 grand on me, so maybe I should level up too while I'm at it. Just as a friendly suggestion. Where'd I get all these souls? Did I not spend them after beating Makar? I thought I did. Weird. Spoop, boop. Oh, hello there, crab. I can't believe they nerfed the crabs in this game. They don't do like half of the stuff now. They took away that free riposte whenever they rear up. You know, I say riposte whenever you do a critical attack, but it might just be easier to say critical attack, huh? Because that's a term everybody recognizes. Instead of riposte. That's something only Dark Souls 1 people would recognize. Perhaps. Let me just put this up to 18 and then... We just need some more health is all. I swear, this game is like Bloodborne. If you don't level health a lot, eventually you're just gonna start having a bad time. And I do commonly forget that the soft caps are different for this game. No more leveling it up to 40 and then absolutely nothing else. I was about to say, am I just straight up dead? No, there's a path down. Not a path down the shaft, though. So, do I bounce off these guys? Yes. I swear these miners are so hard to kill. Because they just do that one move over and over again with the pickaxe, and it just goofs on your health bar. Hey, you dropped a smithing stone. Gotta dip enough, I've gotta sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be busy. Well, thanks for hanging out today, Goshal. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, you know what I say, mate. You better have a good day, or I'm coming for you. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good day. It's a state mandated by Nuff Corp. If you do not have a good day, we will hunt you down and deliver as many ice cream trucks to you as possible until you begin having a good day. Otherwise, enjoy your free lifetime supply of ice cream. Enjoy, I will. Despite my gripes with Elden Ring, which are many and numerous, it's still a good game. So, it's not terrible having to go through it again for this mod. Oh, Nathan's made a mistake here. Nope, just kidding. No! Oh! I don't know how to tell you guys this, but that was calculated. Every square inch of the mine was taken into consideration for that fall. Stupid dog. At least he died this time. Remember when I hit that guy in the castle? And it was just like a tenth of his health bar? Now that's a dog I do not want to meet again. I see we're both having a spot of the missing here. Oh wow. The jump attack bounces? It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would look, so I'm not too chuffed about it. How many smithing stones 2 do I have? Ah, a singular one. How many smithing stones do I need to level up one weapon to max? 16, right? So 16 times 2, that would be 32. Wait, no. Yes, because it's like 8 plus 2 plus 4, no? Because isn't it 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8? I have no idea. What I do know is that I still don't have remotely enough to level up my Uchigatana to the next tier. And there's not too much to this mine. I guess I could just beat the boss and be done with it, you know? Find the next mine. My only problem is that there's not really that many mines. There's 2 kind of resource caves. One for stones. And the other's for, what's it called? Spirit ash stuff. And that's in catacombs. Don't you get me with that. I have to say, this fire stuff does a lot more damage than you might expect. Or maybe it doesn't and I'm just crazy. Cause I said maybe you're gonna be the one. Oh no. You're gonna be the one that saves me. Cause after all, you're my Elden Wall. Don't you punch me. I know I'm stabbing you, but come on. That guy threw a rock at me. They're all so mean. It's almost like I'm killing them or something. There's just no reason for them to be so hostile. Oh, we got a somber stone there. Considering you only need 1 to upgrade those types of weapons. That, like, this whole mine is less than that 1 somber stone. That's how backwards this game is sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean is. You remember that spreadsheet that came out near the game's release? Where it was discovered that it took like many multiples more souls to actually fully upgrade a standard weapon than it did a somber, and it wasn't even close. By the way, Stone Digger Troll, you kinda suck, man. I said maybe. I said maybe you're my wonder wall. I'm too musical sometimes. 'Cause I jumped off early, huh? Oh well, it's not like grabbing this somber stone is actually that bad of an idea. After all, I said maybe. I think I've gotten all of the stones from this mine. There's one more area to look through. But other than that, I think I've pilfered this cave of its natural resources. Wait, is there not another section on the ride down? Not here. And that doesn't lead to anywhere. I think? I'll see when I go up again, but other than that, there's nothing left for me to get. Yep, okay. Well, I can upgrade my weapons once, which is better than before not being able to upgrade them at all. So score. I mean, after all, I said maybe. Please stop singing Wonderwall. You can't stop me. And even if you could, you'd have to pay me. And if there's something I've learned about YouTube, I am not getting paid. I don't mean to sound ungrateful for what I've been given. But it was a rude shock, I'll give you that, realizing how little this profession paid. Sometimes the Lord's sworn soldiers drop stones. Where is the first smithing stone bell bearing? Because I might just go for that now that I've gotten all of the actual findable ones that I know of. Because I said maybe. Oh yeah, I can talk to the fingers now. Now look at you. Those eyes tell a story. Oh yeah, who's he talking about here? Like, what's the other spirit tuner? I feel like there's a lot of background lore on Hugh we just never hear. This is me whenever somebody talks to me, but I want to leave the room. My entire body is facing the other direction. But they keep talking anyway. Like, what about my body language says that I wanna keep talking to you? Headphone in, body facing away, and yet the conversation continues. How curious. Man, the Baldachin's blessing was such a disappointment. I wish the Radiant blessing was reusable instead of a one-time buff that you just use and that's it. I feel like that was really a mistake. Oh yeah, the fingers are talking right now. The two fingers. You know, people make a lot of dirty jokes about the twin fingers, but I don't get it. Is 2 fingers really the magic number? I always thought it was 3. Now, I know what 3 fingers means in Elden Ring, but, you know, otherwise.
If I do, I suppose I'll ask my...
Alright, did I forget to talk to Hugh about her again? I forget exactly, yeah, about Roderica. Would you watch over Roderica? Ugly brute. You know, He's got like barnacles on his back. You ever notice that? Or is that just like horns that have been chopped off? It's probably chopped off horns, but it does look like barnacles. Cannot disagree.
If I do, I suppose I'll ask Matt.
I suppose I'll try to hone it, shouldn't I? Oh, hey D, how's it going? You're gonna die soon, by the way. Apparently you thought I was talking to you. Once again, my body language. Just pay attention to it a little bit, I swear. Yeah, vigor. You know what? I'll just Google it. Where is smithing stone? Smithing stone bell bearing 1. It's harder to get than the somber smithing stone bell bearing, I might add. Just saying. I just say a lot of things, okay? Drop by the Crystallion at the end of the Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel, which is... okay. This area is not unfamiliar to me. I shall go. I will say my head's starting to be done in by the heat. It's getting a little harder to think. I've got my AC cranking all the time, so I very commonly forget that it's actually like summer and it's hot. So, you know, maybe I need to figure something out. Because the reason I can't have my air conditioning on, I mean, take a guess. It's this big box that makes noises eternally. For some reason, that doesn't make for the greatest streaming experience. Who would have known? I just could not tell you. Actually, wait, so this one's pretty far away from me right now. By the way, these jumping puzzles with Torrent, actually devilish. Whoever put them in wanted me specifically to die. I swear to God, not today, not today. Torrent is just too fast for this type of maneuvering, man. Just, can he move like okay. And with a little nudge of the, there we go. Okay, so I'll still die if I jump off that, but there's one more to go on. Here we go. Oh no, he's gonna gripe about Elden Ring again. Well, you bet your bottom dollar, mister. I think it's really wild that Torrent doesn't regen health in between, like, deaths. If you die, Torrent will keep his health. So you'll have to redo him. Like, how do you do this? It's the same kind of bug that leads you to actually take damage after you get killed by Malekith. Just like the DOT keeps going. Now what's in this beautiful chest? All you would ever need if you wanted to upgrade Smithing Stone 2? Based on what? All of these magic tunnels are always just a little dicey compared to the normal miners. So is everything once you get magic involved, I suppose. Walking over any gap that's small enough you can just run over. Sorry, I was just pretending to be a stone miner. Oh, smithing stone 3s. Not the worst. I have to request you drop it. Please. Come on. I know I'm stealing like your whole reason to be down here, but oh no. I got out of it. I know I'm stealing your whole reason to be down here mining. But if you were going to mine it, you would have mined it already, you know? I'm just doing you a favor. If you kill me, you get to steal it. Well, where'd you guys come from, huh? Nothing over here. I think I'm fairly close to the boss, but I could still easily just... Oh wait, that's the boss right there. Crystallian, I'm coming for you. Just don't knock me off the ledge, Mr. Miner. I would appreciate that. Balancing champion, 6 years in coming. Oh no, not these guys. I hate every time you look at them funny, they snap into their, like, super omega form and dice you. Although, I guess... Oh, how do you do this to me? You're puppets. You have this far eyesight? Oh, now that... that gets me going. It's only smithing stone 3s. I'm looking for 1s still. Although I guess that's the whole point of me getting this bell bearing. I cannot die to this Crystallian, by the way, or I'm gonna have to run the whole way back. Oh hey, big man. If there was any mercy in this world... You cannot be serious! Oh, come on! I'm in such a great position for the boss right now. Easier to find somber stones than regular, by the way. Okay. Come at me, Crystallian. Let's see what you're made of. Huh, so I don't bounce off you with the first 2 swings, but I do on the other ones. Once I just need to break him and we'll all be good. I'm gonna have to do this whole damn area all over again, aren't I? Okay, well, here we go again. Going insane. The whole area, the entire, all 9 yards, because that guy at the end had to lock directly onto me and follow me 1-to-1 with his stupid drill. Contraption does not move. Fantastic. A work of art, this game. If this had any more delayed attacks, it would not come out at all. The reason this game was delayed isn't actually because of COVID. It's because they were too busy finding every single enemy in the game and making them swing 40% slower. It's gotta be. There's no other reason why. Not a single reason. after I get this bell bearing, that's probably going to be the end of the stream today. Just because I'm getting a little heated in terms of literal ideology, maybe, but also just this room is an oven, so I'd prefer not to spend too much time in here, if possible. Hello there, Sir Roland. Hola. Hola, mis amigos. Where do you come from, actually? You will never get thrown off one of these platforms, huh? Let me just take him down, alright? Let me prove to him once and for all that I am all of me. You he got back up. Hold on, I got one more in me. Nope, dead. Alright, so Crystallian is down for the count. Absolutely no way we lose this one. Cool that your attacks don't bounce off. Well, the first two don't. They don't even bounce off the Crystallian. But the follow-up thrust absolutely does. You? You? Peace. And the jumping attack does, by the way. But the regular R1 doesn't. It's okay, and it's all fine. Because we can do whatever we want to this man now that he's broken. Say goodnight, amigo. A regular enemy, by the way. Yeah, as always, those guys are just objectively easier if you don't have a weapon that bounces. Although, not when I, push came to shove, it didn't take me that long to kill them. Well, to break their poise for the first time. Don't they have like 200 poise? It's like double what Millennia has. Plus 20. Oh, hey, Horalu. How's it going? Sorry. Nefeli Lu. Warrior. Alright, so how many... How many smithing stones do I need? Let me upgrade one of my katanas first, just to make sure I don't actually have to spend 8 of these stones per weapon. Because if I do... I think that's why a lot of people end up using 2 somber weapons. Because the idea of maxing out 2 regular weapons. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, so I just need 6 more of those and we'll be good. Excellent, excellent. Okay. As long as I have the bell bearings and some cash, we'll be good. Hey, Dung Eater, how's it going? Still, to this day, have not found his physical form. You know, yeah, let's put all our cash into smithing stones. Because if we don't, we're probably not going to be able to afford these upgrades. $20 grand, also known as the most money you'll ever get from using a boss soul in Dark Souls 3. I can't believe how stringent that game is with cash. It's ridiculous. Oh, now you're gonna make me mad. The upgrades aren't equal. Why aren't the upgrades equal, man? Why aren't the You know what? It's cause the upgrades aren't equal. I'll just buy 2 more and that's it. Oh, come on, man. I just need 2 more stones. 2 more upgrade stones and I'll be fine, man. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry. Actually, why don't we just max it out? Because this one is 4, so we'll need 12. Yeah, I think we can get up to +3 now. See, everything is working out as it ought to be. I still can't believe I couldn't get the body suit working, so I'm a redhead now. Back already. Although, to be fair, being a redhead is no poor thing. They're always the most attractive people in the room, no matter what. It's just science. Okay, all weapons upgrade. What's her face has opened up shop. I think it's not a bad time to end the stream. Oh, it's getting damn hot in here. And we had to restart the stream once for a very unfortunate reason. But here we are. I've had a good time today. You know what? When I was just playing Elden Ring, the way that I've always played Elden Ring, I wasn't having a great time, but I think when I slow down and I just chew on the side content a little bit, it can work, you know? It's not my favorite game at all, but it's pretty fun. Even if the bosses are a little easy, if you don't mind me saying so, I mean. And before we end, of course, we have to thank StainXYZ, our first YouTube member. And next time we get a YouTube member, you may see their name up there. You will. And I'll shout them out, give them thanks at the end of the stream. But as always, join the Discord if you want more information. Follow me on Twitter if you want good takes, might I add. Very sensible ideas. But otherwise, have a good day. And I'll speak to you next time. Which is Monday, by the way. The next time we stream is Monday. And if I hear another person asking for the schedule, even though there's a schedule in the Discord,